From the Opubco Studios at Britain and Broadway, you're listening to a News OK podcast.
Hi everybody, I'm Matt Price. I'm here with Kyle Roberts. We're here for a News OK Comics podcast as we run through some of the big releases from this week. And let's kick it off with Marvel's Spacefaring hero, Nova.
First of all, I've only read a few Nova comics, and they all have had basketball in them. Yeah. I don't know if that's a trend. I personally love basketball, so I was like, all right, it starts off with basketball. This is going to be a good comic.
Well, you know, several of them do have basketball, and I think because in the first issue of Nova, he was playing basketball, right. So they've often used that as sort of a throwback to the fact that Rich Rider, you know, that was his origin, or that was where he began. In this issue, the World Mind has been separated from Nova. If you've been following Nova, you know that they were working together after the annihilation of the first Nova Corps. And the World Mind is creating a new Nova Corps from using people from Earth. Rich Rider is not sure that all is on the up and up here. He goes to figure out kind of what's going on, and most of this issue is about his investigation into what's going on with the World Mind and the new Nova Corps.
I guess everybody that they kind of recruited or whatever was from all over the universe before, like when Rider was in it, and now it's just on Earth.
It's just basically a whole bunch of Earth people as the World Mind tries to recreate the Corps. Also includes Rich's brother, who's been a supporting character in several of the Nova comics before. So we've obviously got kind of a couple layers of mystery here as what's the World Mind doing, what's going on with Rich as he's been separated from the World Mind, and I think Abnett and Lanning are still writing a really good sci-fi comic here.
Sweet, and then this isn't with the Dark Reign storyline, but I think it's a pretty good story. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's good to have some that aren't necessarily tied into the big events all the time, and Nova's been working for me. So, secondly, we'll mention G.I. Joe Origins. This is out from IDW. The new G.I. Joe from IDW doesn't follow all the continuity from the Marvel and the Devil's Due comics previously, but they did get Larry Hama, who wrote most of those Marvel issues, to come in and do a new origin, sort of an updated, modern retelling of how the G.I. Joe team got together. And in this first issue, Duke and Scarlet rescue Snake Eyes, and you have the beginnings of the G.I. Joe team. So kind of a fun issue, especially if you're a G.I. Joe fan and want to see where the new storyline is coming from as they head towards this summer's movie. We have got New Avengers Number 50. This is a big anniversary issue of Brian Michael Bendis' New Avengers, now with Captain America. He's been off on his own, kind of in Ed Brubaker's book, and now that he's sort of reached a point, he's also joined up with the New Avengers, and they're hanging out at Cap's house now.
Yeah, and if you don't know what's going on, Norman Osborn started his New Avengers, which we know is not the New Avengers.
Right.
They're the Dark Avengers, I guess you could say.
A lot of reconstituted or recostumed villains for the most part.
Right, and then the actual New Avengers are upset about it.
Right, amazingly enough.
Yeah,
they've got a fake Spider-Man, fake Wolverine, fake Hawkeye, which is causing the New Avengers some amount of disconcert, I guess.
They're not happy
they're
about
not thrilled about that.
And that's what this comic is about.
Right, they try to set up a throwdown, and it kind of goes maybe not the way they expected. There were some good points. There was some neat art. It was a lot of different artists.
Yeah, that was kind of confusing.
A little hard to follow in places. There were bits I liked. Probably overall I was maybe a little disappointed for an anniversary issue, but it does continue to move Dark Reign forward.
Yeah, I like the action in it. Some of the dialogue was pretty cheesy, but I do like when Iron Fist says that he's tired of the Skrulls at the beginning, because that's exactly how I felt with all the Secret Invasion stuff
going
on.
Ready for the Skrulls to move on.
I was all scrolled out, and I'm glad Iron Fist and Luke Cage
agree with you. Yeah.
So,
all right, we'll close up with Captain America 47. In this issue, the new Captain America, the former Winter Soldier, is captured. He's trying to find out what has happened to the body of the original Human Torch, which you also sense that he's trying to kind of work through some of his guilt about all the things he did when he was the Winter Soldier, when he was sort of the hypnotized Russian agent. You've got Butch Guys doing art on this, which is really good. Not the regular artist, it's Steve Epting, but he, I think, fills in and is thematically very similar. And so this continues to build to issue 50 where, who knows what could happen. I mean, last time we had a big anniversary issue, Captain America 25, they killed Steve Rogers. So issue 50, who knows what could happen. I think this continues to build. It's another very solid issue of Captain America. And in fact, I'd say Captain America, that's my pick of the week this week. What'd you like, Kyle?
So I'll just go with the New Avengers because I liked all the throwdown scenes in it.
All right, very good. So those are some big releases this week. For Kyle Roberts, I'm Matt Price. Thanks for watching.